What's cooking, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of A La Carte with Alex, where I'm helping you cook up quick, easy, and delicious food one plate at a time. And today, we're going to be making some potatoes. So, let's get to it. Before we actually get into those potatoes, we're going to need something to cover them in, and what we're going to do is we're going to use whoa, that was loud. We're going to use an herb butter. So first we're going to start by softening or melting down about 4 tablespoons of nice, good quality butter. And while that's melting down, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take some nice russet potatoes. We're going to wash these off, and then we're going to go ahead and we are going to peel them. Okay, so while those potatoes are over there peeling themselves, I went ahead and melted down the butter, and we are going to go ahead and we're going to add some fresh cilantro right on the top there. You can swap this out for parsley if you'd like, or any other fresh herbs that you're a fan of. Going to do about 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of basil, and 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take some minced garlic in there. If you haven't seen my video on how to get rid of those chunky bits of garlic, go ahead and click the link at the top somewhere right up here. And then I like to hit it with a nice good bit of pepper, as well as a pinch of salt, because potatoes need salt, guys. Okay, and then go ahead and grab a fork and whisk that up. You're gonna get kind of this slurry kind of mix to it. I know it looks a little funky, especially because of the paprika, making it kind of this dark, like deep kind of reddish color, but trust me, that's going to be delicious, delicious flavor that's put into your potatoes. And you could, mix around with flavors and find one that you guys really like. That's the beauty of these potatoes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set that off to the side. We'll deal with that later. Potatoes are peeled and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and take those. We're going to take a nice sharp knife. We're going to cut off the ends of it to make it nice and flat. And then don't throw these away. Go ahead and save these little potato bits. They're going to be fantastic for baking. You get kind of like a little potato chip, kind of baked potato type thing. Later on when you bake these. There we go. And then instead of slicing this way or slicing into little rings, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go top down, and we're going to try and make this as square as possible. So I'm going to try and cut off that bit right there. Go on this side, and then once again save these. These are going to be fantastic little potato wedges. So we got a nice squared off potatoes here. So we're going to take these and then we're going to cut them again, basically the same way. So we took the knife, cut it down this way. We're going to cut it into about 2 or 3 large potato like wedges. So I think that'll be good, and then that one will be nice as well. We'll just go ahead and do 2 with those. And then this one, I think we can get 3. Let's go ahead and do that one. And right down there. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have these potato wedges, that's when we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna bring in our little skewers here. And we're gonna do them one at a time. So I'll just go ahead and stack those here. And start taking this one. And then we're gonna start cutting. So first cut is gonna be, I guess, what would that be? Perpendicular to the skewers. So you're gonna go down and you're gonna try to make nice, evenly spaced cuts. So just go down the potato, and that's gonna give you that accordion kind of shape to your potato. So you can kind of see it's gonna make this nice little bend here, which is kind of cool. And then when you're done with that, you're gonna go ahead and flip your potato. And instead of doing perpendicular, we're gonna go ahead and go at a nice 45-degree angle. You're gonna go down the potato, making the same even cuts. Making sure to not cut your finger through this process as you cut. There we go. All right, and that's how you do that nice accordion type potato that you see on Instagram or wherever you've seen these little swirly potatoes. There you go, swirly potato. And then you're gonna go ahead and repeat that for all of these ones as well. So now that these are all cut up and spirally and accordion-like, they are ready for skewering. Now, if you're like me, you've had trouble taking this skewer and put it in the potato. I've seen ones where you coat them with olive oil, you soak them overnight to help get them in the potato. You do the giant thick potatoes, the big old cut ones, and then that kind of helps getting it through. I've had no luck doing it personally, and I've tried it dozens of times trying to get it into that nice perfect little spiral. Make sure if you are doing it, you just kind of are being careful not to stab your hand. Once I actually did get it through the skewer itself and then trying to space it out, I just ended up breaking and I couldn't get that spiral kind of look to it. So instead of trying and going through hundreds of potatoes, what we're gonna do is we're gonna bake these kind of the same way that you're gonna do. You're gonna get that kind of cool. You're just not gonna have that nice spiral way to it. We're gonna do a nice baked potato. And these lines are actually wonderful for hosting our, that's right, you guessed it, herb butter. Or spiced herb butter. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these potatoes here, and we're going to go ahead and we're gonna bake them. First, we're gonna preheat our oven to 350, and then let that come up to temperature. While we do that, we're gonna prepare our potatoes. Start by laying out your potatoes nicely on your cookie sheet or baking sheet. And then go ahead and take your other wedges or other sections of potato. If you haven't cut them and you want to cut them, by all means, you can take your knife and you can do the same process of adding those nice little slits to them. There we go. Just put a few little slits in that potato. And then go ahead and just put those on the outside. You can also take your chunky end bits and just kind of mix those in here as well. There we go. Make sure we don't waste any of that good potato. And then we're going to take our butter here, and you can use a brush. If you don't have a brush, a spoon will work just as well. You can just take that butter and then just spoon it onto your potatoes, or you can take your brush and you can lay it out as well. And as they bake, they're gonna sink down into all of those nice crevices. Paint that on right there. Make sure that you save some for the reverse side. You want to do just like a nice light coat, otherwise it's gonna melt off, because it is butter. It is going to melt off on your cookie sheet and go around the sides, but that's okay. We want to get a good amount and then just save a little bit for later. Now that our oven is up to temperature, we're going to go ahead and we're going to take these and we're going to toss them in there for about 20 minutes. Then we're going to flip them over and bake them for another 20 minutes as well. This is going to all melt down into delicious Flavor Town. Oh yeah, look at those potatoes. All right, so we're about halfway through, so we are going to go ahead and grab a spatula. There we go, grab a spatula, and we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go ahead and flip these bad boys over. Now they are basically a baked potato, so they're going to be a little bit softer, so some of these thinner ones that are cut, they might break, but that's okay. You want to just do your best to flip them over. You notice they're going to start getting that nice golden color, which is great. All right, so make sure that you are being careful with your hot pan, but go ahead and grab your little butter brush here and go ahead and start slathering that butter mixture back on top of your potatoes. Who's calling me? Somebody's pinging me. Say we're on baby watch right now, so I got my phone all set up so that way I can hear if I need to rush off, which I need to go check that in a second, but let's get these potatoes back in the oven real quick. Now that these are all basted up, we're gonna go ahead and pop that back in the oven for about another 20 minutes until they're about fork tender. Okay, so now that our potatoes are out of the oven, they are ready for plating. And if you wanna be a little fancy, you can go ahead and hit them with a few sprigs of fresh parsley or any herbs that you have used. So go ahead and top that off there and you're ready to serve. It's just that easy. All right, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, go ahead, hit that like button down below. Make sure you leave a comment. Let me know if you've tried this at home and after I've showed you how quick and easy it is. But go ahead, let me know what your guys' recipes are, if you guys have made this before, how you like to make it. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe so you're never missing out on a video. And I will see you guys next time. Make sure that you're staying full and staying healthy. Bye, guys.